hair-raid?
Sally.
We are live, or are we? Let us know in the comments, because before we go into this intro, I've learned through painful experience that live doesn't always work. So
There must be a way
Let us
of
know, can you hear
establishing,
us?
like, before we start, if this is working or not.
Yeah, it's
Very
good.
unprofessional.
We send out like a Morse code signal.
Yeah. Yeah, tap your screens now.
I would rather do a full start than go halfway through and then have to start all
Yeah,
over again.
that would be sad.
Race abandoned due to wet weather.
That's right. So can you hear us out there? Do we have anyone in the comments, in the audience? And if so, give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you can hear us.
You have to type thumbs up.
Fantastic. You have to type thumbs up.
With a
that's
Z.
right. Yeah.
Thumbs.
Yeah.
So, okay, because you can hear us, fantastic. We have Katie on the deck
MC
today.
Katie.
Hello, Katie.
Ones and twos.
She'll be taking your questions. If you want to ask this question directly, you can do so via Super Chat. Thank you very much. But for now, I wanted to give you guys an update on what's happening with the new studio, because lots has been happening behind the scenes since the Lodge fundraiser was raised successfully. So right before me here, I actually have a plan of works.
That's nice. Actually, talking about successful fundraisers, you will soon be seeing the first of our new armies because of the the Lodge.
Oh yeah.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Alex, I'm not going to tell you which one it is. You'll find out soon enough.
I think we might have a question from the audience.
We don't have a question, but Jonathan Haynes says good morning.
Good morning.
Unfortunately, it's the afternoon, so your comment will be deleted.
Yep.
No, it won't.
Don't listen to
I
him.
don't listen to them.
Hello, Jonathan.
And also, everyone's now typing thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
That's
With
good.
Zeds?
With
That's
Zeds?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, there is some with
Gotta be
Zeds.
You understood the
thumbs.
tasks.
If they don't have Zeds, they're
Yeah.
getting deleted too.
No, there is Zeds. You
Thank
can
you.
continue.
Okay, so right, you're absolutely correct, Beard. There are, in fact, some new armies that have been unlocked with the successful fundraiser. I think one of the one you're talking about is stunning.
It's really nice.
That's really cool.
It's a very special
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
The others are in progress, so that's all very, very cool.
So you can say the others, not so much.
Yeah, the others.
Yeah.
Terrible. Actually terrible. So that aside, you'll see those in battle reports very, very soon. Let's go over it. Let's go through a little journey. I'll take you through a story. What's happened since the Lodge campaign? Well, very shortly after the Lodge campaign was funded, within a couple of weeks, we got quotes back for the building works. And always going to be transparent with you guys because that's how I am. It was incredibly more expensive than we had anticipated. So we asked for 100,000, which I completely appreciate is a bonkers amount of money. It's a bonkers amount of money to me. It's a bonkers amount of money to everyone here, but that's what we were told it would cost, and then the rest. And we thought as a business, we could cover the rest just about and it would all be fine. Turns out that projected quote of 100K was out by, 160K. So
Very much a thumbs down.
So the actual
Zeds,
total costs comes in at around 260K, or it came in at around 260K. So that was what I was assaulted with a couple of weeks post the fundraiser.
It's sort of
like, that's a slight problem.
Yeah. It's like having what was expected on a table sort of laid out in front of you.
Yeah.
And then you go and you're like, that looks nice. But in the corner there's like something covered like in a curtain. You're like,
Yeah.
what's that?
Yeah, what's that?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about that.
It'll be fine.
You don't need to worry about that
Like,
until later.
peek underneath, you're like, ugh.
And then the thing grabs you and puts you through the table you were looking at earlier.
So obviously that was a massive surprise and not a good one. It's a bit like rolling a 1 into a 1 with your command reroll, which you just expect to do most of the time for James.
Yeah.
But, we scrambled, had a look at it, and immediately started working with the contractor. We actually settled on a contractor that we had a really good relationship with. We really got on with them, and we were able to cut some costs, make some adjustments, cut some corners, but still have an amazing and premium building and experience to reduce the costs a bit, not much, but a bit, and every little bit counts, right? And then we unlocked a special lifetime membership over and On Demand, where small amount of you are able to give some funds towards that and purchase this very special lifetime membership. And then we basically had enough to just go, yep, we can do this.
Yeah.
So that's all of the doom and gloom turned into sunshine. And we are now a go. So actually, we're coming into the end of the second week of actual construction. So the building has started.
Yes!
Yay!
Very exciting. So basically, I've got this plan of works here.
Cheeky Gantt chart.
I was going to say, Gantt chart.
Yeah.
Yes, and as of this plan of works, we will actually be ready to move in by the end of the first week of March. Now, of course, I will caveat this by saying, if something goes wrong, it could be a little longer, etc., you know. But actually, we are very much on track. The building's going to be amazing. The bar's going to be amazing.
Oh, stop it.
Can't wait to host you all there. And it's going to be a stunning space to play in tournaments and events, because we won't only run gaming events. So that's really cool. I can see there's a hand raised by Katie. Do we have a question?
We have a couple of super chats coming in. I thought I'd let you explain part of the update and then bombard you afterwards. So we have a comment from Carl Winter. You bosses are looking spiffy with the mustaches. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely worthy comment.
Yes, well done. Well
Jim
done.
Hamilton, when will you be opening the studio to the public? And thanks for great content.
Thank you. We will be opening the studio to the public
At some point.
TBC.
at some point. Yeah. So basically, sorry, it's a vague answer, but basically we will, if the building finishes first week of March, which, I mean, it really should at this point, we've pretty much got all of the nasty surprises out of the way. We've firmed up exactly what's going in, exactly what these costs are going to be. So, you know, there shouldn't be any other surprises here at this point. I do believe it will be finished by the first week of March. I think then realistically we will be moved in by maybe mid, if not the end of March. It's obviously going to take a bit of a process to deconstruct everything and then move everything in. But we'll try and get as much moved ahead or ready to go beforehand, because we want the transition to actually be really quick.
Yeah.
So I anticipate that our first event will be mid next year. That's what I'm aiming for. It's not a promise, and it will probably be a small test one, but that will be the sort of target at the moment. So I think we have another question.
We have loads.
Oh, okay, wow.
Before you do the next question, I know you all want to come in as soon as you can.
We want to host you.
But we want to make sure it's right.
Yes.
So we put loads of effort into all of our videos, as I hope you all can see. We put a lot of effort into everything. What we don't want to do is rush to do it too quickly, and it's not quite right. So we want to make sure the experience you get when you come to the studio is the same as you'd expect from one of our videos. So yes, bear with. And
Worth the wait.
maybe I'll pour you a pint when you come in.
The old lodge bar, why not?
Celebration. Sorry.
If that's not your thing, I'll make a very nice coffee. I did used to be a barista, as I frequently tell the guys. Kevin Weisner, greetings from Germany from the inside of the Kraken house. Hope to see some pics from the lodge soon. Baby.
Baby! Guten Abend to you. Well, I think it's afternoon in Germany, must be. Yeah.
Thank you for the question, the super chat. So I did actually take some footage in the first week, but I didn't show you the footage. Someone's saying it's 13:08.
You two. Shut up, Siri.
Will you turn your watch off? Right, so anyway, I did take some footage, but to be honest, it was the first week was them establishing the site and basically deconstructing things, like taking the ceiling out on the mezzanine. There wasn't really anything exciting to show you. I am due back there next week where I'm going to take lots of footage, and I think the full floor will be in, and then I'll do another video on that with all of the footage separately.
Paul is bad at stuff, which I'm sure isn't true, unless you're talking about being bad at being bad, which means you're good.
Hey,
so
optimistic.
turn it into a positive. I know you're spending tons on the lodge, but are you tempted by any of the Christmas battle boxes this year?
Yeah, they're good.
Really good
Yeah,
quality.
Yeah, they're really
really
good. Yeah.
good.
Some of the Sigma ones are very
Well,
tasty.
I'm sure Fletcher wouldn't mind me saying, but Fletcher's actually keen on getting the gloom spiked.
Yeah.
Skits. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 manga squids.
So I think he's keen to
The squiggle launch.
to have a little
The
look
Squiggle Lounge,
at that.
indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Which one is it? The Custodes 40k one is
Yeah.
very good value. You've got like
Pretty much a whole army
in that.
Yeah,
one.
it's awesome.
Great. Get yours now.
Darth Cinema, you'll enjoy this one, Beard. Can we get a good transhuman physiology to start the day? Thanks for all the tips and videos to help out this new wargamer for the Emperor.
Now, and I don't want to upset anyone, but I can't actually pull that face.
Why not?
It's actually done in the edit.
That's not true. What are you talking about? Of course you can.
I don't want to give away the magic.
Yeah.
But I can't actually do the face live.
Telling me that face doesn't exist in real time?
I can do transhuman physiology from an audio perspective. And I'm aware what my face does now look like it.
I think we need a bit more. I think, James?
I'm going to put that on my CV.
James, will you do a
Transhuman physiology. Ooh, there you go.
Gravel.
That's about right.
You want to do one?
You can do
I
that.
do. I'm gonna twist it up because you just spoke custodies. Oh,
Oh, that's a good one.
That's good. It's a good one. That's fun.
Tip top. Katie?
I'll throw in an indomitable monstrosity.
Very nice.
Moving
Good morning to everyone.
I hope that was what you were wanting. Walker for 1B for IB. Totally unrelated, but what do you make of Vashtor the Archifane? Would look pretty good in an Iron Warriors army.
Yeah.
Now, I think it's my favourite. I know I like Chaos, but I think it's my favourite 40k model ever.
What?
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You had to hit first.
It's so unique, and they just have gone so far into it being horribly disturbing and like corrupted. Like his face is like going for like straight circles for eyes. I think like as a designer you might be a bit like, but actually like that's creepy as hell. It looks so good.
It does
So
look
I'm
amazing.
gonna have to get one because I don't have an Iron Warriors Demon Prince, and he feels quite appropriate. So
Very princely.
maybe I'll have to.
Could even be primed for a conversion, actually.
It's very true.
Prime time.
Baby.
Oh my goodness.
Patrick Barron, you'll appreciate this one, James. Afternoon, folks. Still waiting on that safety dance.
Patrick,
I know.
you legend.
We'll do it. We'll do it when we get to the new studio.
Oh,
We'll have the
it'll be a
space then.
celebratory safety dance.
I see, you're being very clever.
Yeah, you're
Because
very
every time it
evasive.
comes up, you're like, well, we'll set this new timescale.
Feels like I used to be a project manager. Yeah.
Very evasive with this one, James.
will
I'm
happen.
sorry, Patrick.
I'd love
It
to see
has
the-
I do
happen.
apologise.
I will demand it.
I'd love to see the Gantt chart on that one.
Oh, it's a big one. It's got multiple columns.
Clawmaster Excorio, can't wait to see the new studio. Thanks for all the entertainment you provided over the
Sorry,
years.
what's their name?
Clawmaster Excorio.
Oh,
That's a-
Clawmaster. I thought it was
that's a great
Gloremaster, like
Thank
the
you.
Master of Glory.
Glory.
Gloremaster, bask in my glory.
Thank you for the support.
Thank you very much.
And James Morton Strand, I couldn't read that for some reason. Why does Lawrence force poor Fletcher to only paint the meta units? Love the AOS content, need more steampunk dwarves before the order tome next year.
Not just the meta, but 3 of each.
You have to take the best thing and then spam it 3 times. To be honest with you, sometimes I do, depending on what I think the audience wants to see. But often it's just an accident.
Yeah.
The accident.
He's just accidentally on top of the meta at all times.
Yeah, I mean, with the Sigma side of things, like I don't have, honestly, a clue about what the meta is in Sigma. I don't follow any of the AOS tournaments. I
think any
don't
of us
follow.
do.
I've never even been to an AOS GT. I'm vaguely aware that there is a big GT circuit and there are very good players out there, but I have no idea what they use. So I've really gone for rule of cool. I was like, well, this will be battle line. This can be a behemoth, all of this sort of jazz, good monsters, and just paint up what we think looks cool.
I think that might be
Really?
part of why we all love Sigma so much, because
Yeah.
we're not sort of focused too much
Yeah.
on like, how can I win the game? It's more like, this
This is cool. Yeah.
look at this. This is a dragon. What does it do? I don't know what to do.
It's a dragon. Pete Kijek, who I have seen has done several super chats with no message, has finally done one. Aha, got it.
Hi, Pete.
Nice.
Please give me a happy birthday for yesterday. It would make my 41st millennium.
Yeah.
How old are you? You
41.
can't respond immediately.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Peter. Happy birthday to you.
Release the balloons!
Wow, all those balloons that are just out of shot and
Balloons
no one
everywhere.
can see.
They're outside.
Yeah.
We actually have a constant balloon cage you can't see above us.
Just in case it's
case.
someone's birthday.
Just to release.
War Hipster is here. He said, I love
Yo.
you guys and can't wait to see the new studio. It will be the best thing ever.
Can't wait to
Yes,
host
it
you,
will.
mate.
Best thing
Thank you.
ever. Yeah,
Best thing ever.
come visit. Or before.
And bring
You're
your
always welcome
demons.
here.
Demon save!
Demon save.
I've never done a demon save.
Try one now.
It's going to come out really high. There you wouldn't say.
And that's not bad.
Good, it's quite good.
There you go.
Okay.
We have Stubby in the chat. Keep up the great work. Your content brings great smiles through these dark times, and I appreciate each and every one of you. What a great team, and I wish you nothing but further success for the future. That is very kind of you.
very
I love the
very
message.
much.
Thank you very much.
I've gone all misty.
Aw.
Thank you.
Aw. We were all caught up with the super chats. now.
Yay!
Right, bye.
Okay, right. Well, in the
Balloons.
interim, I thought it might be. I mean, you know, hopefully not too boring, but I thought I'd just go over a little bit of what we're expecting over the next.
Gantt charts are never boring. It's great.
I mean, for me, this is like a Mechanica survey. So for me, it's
I
less.
thought I was out.
interesting.
Put me back in.
But that's okay.
Upvotes for Gantt charts in the chat.
So basically, you go from a site setup, which they finished now. Demolition sounds alarming, but basically that was just taking down a ceiling.
I could have done that. I do that most games of Iron Warriors.
Sent us in with some hammers.
I'm not going to let your Iron Warriors anywhere near that studio.
Siege!
Siege, baby! Then they're going to do new steel work, which extends
Not
the
quite
mezzanine
iron,
into a
sorry,
full
babe.
floor. Then they're going to do block work. That's bricks. Then they're going to start plying and decking the first floor. Then the plumbing, then the heating.
The poop deck?
Yes.
There's a line for poop deck.
Then toilets.
Nice.
That's right, because every venue needs toilets, right?
We're going to have
Apparently
triple
staff
the amount
need
of toilets.
as well.
300%
Yeah.
increase in toilets. That's stonks.
What
Stonks that
what
is.
the, the productivity at that?
Then there's a kitchen and bar install.
Yes!
We're never going to get anything done ever
We're going to
again.
be drunk all the time.
By this point, we're up to like the 30th of January at this point,
Yeah.
so that's just giving you an idea where we're
In
up
the
to.
bar.
Then there's an electrical fix. Then the new external windows and door goes in. Then mechanical and plumbing second fix. Finally, decorations. I vote balloons.
Can we get the balloon cage in?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
See, I
Thank you.
personally thought that we should have like a tapestry of just me. Take up the entire wall.
On the Bayo tapestry, like
That's
a really
it.
long one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that the long one? No, that's the one I went to. No, when I was at school, I went to Bayeux on a school trip, and they had the Bayeux tapestry.
Okay.
It's quite a
the really
famous
long
tapestry,
one?
yeah, the
Is
Bayer
that that one?
tapestry. The one about Normandy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Bayer
that
tapestry.
one.
I also very much misread that as removal of roller coaster. And I was like, wait, what, why? Hang on.
Yes, the removal of the roller door.
Yeah, that's some of the
That's
the,
right.
the cost cutting.
Yeah.
That unfortunately had to.
Damn it!
Yeah.
Yeah, the theme park section.
It's not just like, guys, I'm really sorry, we're going to have to drop the roller coaster. We're like, no.
Or we could drop the tournaments and have the roller coaster instead.
I
You're
mean,
going to say drop the toilet.
yeah, drop the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be sad.
That would be an interesting
That'd
one.
be
Very
pretty cool.
awkward workspace.
Yeah.
But you could take a roller
Very,
coaster every lunch.
very messy
Yeah.
roller coaster as well.
So just to interrupt, there is a couple of super chats that
Oh,
I want to
please.
say. So Tony Widner hasn't said anything. So if you didn't know how super chats work, just put a message in the chat and I'll read it out for you. James
you.
Mowat, hello from Brizzletown. Apologies if this has been said already, but anyone planning to run the Angry Murder Trees for AOS? Much love.
Oh, hopefully soon. Yes.
Thanks for
Angry
Super Chat.
Murder.
Yes.
The Sylvaneth.
The Sylvaneth.
Oh,
Yeah, so
I think we all kind of want to play them.
yeah, everyone loves them here.
We're all into trees, we're all into murder.
I don't. No one's claimed them specifically, but actually, we've actually started building them. So Fletcher's actually got the first, I think, 600 points built, and we own about 1,500 points to get done, and then we're going to add in some big stuff, which will make it a nice army.
Cool.
So they are coming, and they will be here sooner rather than later. But no one's claimed them officially yet.
I'll do it. I state my
Well
claim.
done.
Okay.
As a
seed of approval.
Stake your claim with the.
There you go. Ready. One
army.
model done. It's your warlord.
There he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know?
200 points that.
Captain Oak.
No.
Do you know what that tree reminds me of, James? Now this isn't a super chat, but it is a comment, and I feel like it's worth mentioning.
Yes.
Sally in the Woods.
Don't. No.
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 Thank you,
No.
Barrock, for commenting.
That was in the
Sally
comments.
in the Woods.
Just
Wait, what? No, stop it.
Just Google. Just Google
Google
Sally in the Woods.
And I mean,
bath,
this is
and you'll know what we're.
this is
talking
probably worth a separate
Video.
live
all
stream
on
at
its
another
own.
time. But I may or may not have seen Sally, so that's a whole thing for another time. Right.
James
anyway,
has
moving
angered a
on.
vengeful spirit, and we've been haunted ever
Yeah,
since.
we've had weird stuff happen. ever
Why is that
since.
in the comments?
Because
Oh.
she's throwing me around.
Just someone commented it.
Stop it.
So,
So random.
username expunged
yeah. Yeah.
or username S
No, S Woods.
Woods.
Yeah.
Sally is here with us, James.
No, she's not. No.
Moving on, I had to mention that. I'm very sorry.
That's fair.
Tony Widner did leave a comment. Mr. Beard needs to run a Space Wolves army so we can see his space Viking animations.
Okay.
Yes.
I had a Space Wolf army once. Any veterans of Tabletop Tactics will have seen my Space Wolves at one point. A very good example of how not to put agrax on everything. Speed painting.
The early years.
The old dip and dry.
It's done. It looks terrible, but it's done.
Paula is bad at stuff has commented again. Does the Gantt chart take into account the extra time it will take to finish after the bar is put in?
After the what is put
The
in?
bar is
Bar,
put in.
yeah.
Because no one is going to work.
That's a really good point. No, it doesn't.
Should probably keep the pipes empty until we're ready to
Yes.
open.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
Yes.
Jan Morton Strand, heating and toilets in the workplace sounds like union shenanigans. Whatever happened to good old chains and shackles with mouldy bread?
I know. What happens to that? I know.
It works so well.
I don't know. Patrick Barron, as for decor, I can make up some LARP safe 40k kit.
Really?
I'd be up for that.
A what?
What?
LARP
safe
safe
40k kit. So like guns and
Yeah.
you know,
Ooh.
like bolters,
You
las
can make an
rifles,
eviscerator, that would be
chainswords,
amazing.
Eviscerators.
I need a chainsword.
Yes, please.
Thunderhammer?
That would be very nice.
Head combat blade so we can get that profile correct?
We definitely want to do something cool like that in the event space where we have, you know, I guess Warhammer, Sigma and 40k, you know, weapons and
That'd be very
shield
cool.
armor and all that sort of jazz on the walls would be quite cool.
Bolter.
We should call one of the toilets a golden throne.
Yes, please.
You have to get a VIP ticket to it.
Yeah, that's a tiered
bonus.
ticket.
But it will always be taken. There's someone permanently sitting on it.
That's true.
Yeah. From a chef.
Moving on. Pete Kajak, birthday boy, has responded. Thank you all, tell Beard I'm 45 years young.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Have a lovely day.
Happy
45
birthday.
years and keep on tracking.
Salutations. Phil Tomkinson, hey guys, what do you think of the new 8-bound?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
sick.
yeah.
Yeah,
Really,
wicked.
really
They're
cool.
really cool.
Really good.
Really cool.
Yeah. Full of demons, don't you know?
Yeah, I love all the World Eater stuff. I'm a big World Eater fan.
They're
so
wicked.
so far, like the range looks really cool.
It's incredible.
Really nice to actually have an update to that range. I always found it baffling that they kept that old plastic kit for so long.
Yeah.
When Khorne has been like one of the really popular marks for Chaos forever.
So a lot of people
There we
have
go.
been moaning a bit that there's no like Red Butcher Terminators.
Yeah.
Surely like a brand new kit is a bit nicer because you still get Terminators.
Yeah. Also, the Chaos Terminators are pretty cool.
How different can you make a Terminator look, really?
Not really.
Know what I mean?
I mean, the Death Guards, the Terminators, and the Thousand Suns Scarab Occult Terminators do look unique enough.
Yes.
But the 8-bound are really cool.
The 8-bound
And to
are
be
really
honest,
cool.
the minute that they brought a Juggernaut back,
They brought a
I
Juggernaut.
was sold because
Yeah.
it means I can use my
Good times.
Sardaroth again.
The
So,
other thing
yeah.
with the 8-bounds is that he's got a chain fist, but instead of a chain, it's like a circular sword that's coming out of his palm.
That's very cool. It's very cool.
Very meta. And also the jackals are really cool.
The
as well.
jackals are very
Like,
cool.
I'm not normally into
There's that
cultists.
like chainsaw that has like an extra
Yeah.
Oh, the massive
grip.
chainsaw.
Yeah.
serious
Yeah.
Cool.
slicing and dicing.
And Angron. It's a good time.
It's a really good.
Good time.
Good time.
Yeah.
Crazy Shack 48 has asked, with a new box coming, would you be willing to do a showcase on your Custodes? They look glorious. Thanks again for all you do.
On our Custodes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. It is a really nice army. We haven't really done many army showcases. It is quite a common question, actually. One of the reasons we haven't done them is just time, because it actually takes a lot of time to set them all up and then
Yeah.
film it all.
That's something actually we could do a lot easier when we're in the new studio.
Yeah, when we move, those are the sorts of extra videos that we would love to do. So watch this space.
Tom Cando, starting a fund for the studio doorbell to have a random transhuman physiology, demon save, quarantine baby, self-employed when wrong. I think that's a fantastic
That is a brilliant
idea.
idea.
Welcome, baby!
That's a really
Brilliant
nice
idea.
That's
that.
a very
Nice.
good idea. This question you're like, Darth Cinema, how excited are you for the new Arcs of Omen storyline with the smaller scale Space Hulk battles in 40k? Chaos hitting big this year.
We may or may not be extremely excited about it.
We are.
We cannot really say
Ecstatic.
anything else.
Yep.
Watch this space.
We've been very busy.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Okay, last one, and then we're up to date. Grither time. What is the expected open date for the space? I'm travelling to England this summer.
Oh.
Soon, TM.
Don't promise the guy the way. It's over his holiday.
Yeah, I hope. Look, well, we hope to be moved in by mid-March, but we won't be officially open to the public until obviously later than that. I'm hoping to run our first event by mid next year, which would of course be the summer. But it's subject to a lot
Hopefully before the
of
Horus
things
Heresy
falling
happens.
Yeah,
That's our plan.
a lot of things falling into place. But at some point next year, yes, we will be running events.
And we're so excited to run the event.
It's going to be
It's
good.
going to
We're
be awesome.
so excited for it. It's going to be
It's
really
going to be really awesome.
Clawmaster Escurio, what's your favourite Chaos Space Marine Legion and why is it Night Lords?
Lawmaster's
You've come to the
back.
wrong place.
Well, do you know what? It's Night Lords are up there for me. They are. I mean, come on, that is chaos. That's
Death
chaos,
Guard
isn't
for
it?
me.
Yeah. Oh, I obviously love the Empress Children as well.
Empress Children's
There isn't
I love
really
the
a
World
bad one,
Eaters.
is there?
There isn't really.
No,
a
they're
bad
all really
one.
quite well realised, I think.
Yeah.
Especially the more of the heresy novels I read, the more they were fleshed out, and I really did like them. I can't think of a Chaos Legion I actually don't like,
No,
or that I'm a bit like meh on. I can get into all of them.
they're all very, very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, but Night Lords are up there. They'll definitely be in my upper tier of the list.
The upper echelons.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And what else have we got to go through on your Gantt chart? Where did
Well,
we get
we
to?
got to the decorations, and then after decorations, it's floor finishes and clearing the site. So we basically made it to the end.
That's nice.
I'm sorry about
Well,
that.
that's fantastic because I have another super chat.
Hello.
Yes. Square 7, and I very much like this super chat, starting an additional fund for a 12 by 12 foot tapestry of Jinx in the Dr. Evil suit atop a throne while petting a cat. I mean,
So that could go along one wall.
yeah, in its
course.
entirety.
Perfect.
And then the other wall is a mirror so you can see the tapestry
Oh,
in
of
the other
course.
wall.
Ah,
And then
course.
I can also look at myself in the mirror when I'm at work.
Of course.
So,
Of course.
That's nice.
Look, this makes we don't need any more decoration ideas, do we? We've got it
It'll
covered.
fill the whole space.
We've got
Yeah,
weapons
done.
on one wall.
Yeah.
yeah,
We've got a mirror on one,
Yeah.
which reflects the tapestry of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
perfect.
It sounds really good.
Yeah, you have to have one wall free for the projector for like tournament game times and presentation stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Okay,
done.
so-
It's
Yeah,
perfect.
sorted.
It's nice that.
Thank
What
you.
on the tapestry? Is it just like your conquests over time?
Yes.
It's sort of like
It's going to be a very
how
small
many snacks you've
tapestry.
had.
It's snacks!
certain day,
It's going to
yeah.
be snacks that I've conquered.
All of the bags are skipped.
Yeah, noses booped, snacks devoured.
Oh, and if anyone thinks that I'm not going to do a boop cam when we do tournaments, you're very wrong because I'm totally doing
Gonna be
it.
in the T's and C's.
You must be willing to be booped.
Yeah.
That's not actually going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Everyone's
I'm not
leaving
gonna-
the group.
I'm not going to force hands on people. I'm not that mean.
Anything else?
We're up to date.
Okay, fantastic. So what we can do then is just have a little chat. If
chat,
you want to
chat
throw
around
us any general comments, Katie, or read anything out, if anyone said anything, we can just have a little chit chat.
What do
There's
you want
been
to
a
talk
couple-
about?
I was going to see what they were talking
Oh,
about.
what do you want us to talk about?
Yeah, send us your questions. We'll ask. I'm just going to kind of go generally through the chat and see if there's been.
Why don't we do not Warhammer questions?
Oh!
Okay.
Shake it up a bit.
Wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
anything non-40k related or iOS related? Or
Again, everyone's
anything.
left to chat.
Yeah. Do any of you crochet?
Yes.
I knit.
Do you really?
I play. That's cool.
I made a knife.
You
did make a knife.
I made a knife the
Why
other
don't you
weekend.
tell us
I went
about
on a
your
blacksmithing
Very
course.
cool. Very cool.
I used it to cut vegetables last night. It's not quite as sharp as I would have liked.
Okay.
Can you sharpen it?
You could sharpen it.
You can sharpen it. I can sharpen it. I just need to get it polished.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, but it's very fun. If anyone's thinking about doing blacksmithing, I would highly recommend it. Or if you want to sort of like do something with your hands, it's a very fun thing to do. It was a day long.
And wicked.
It's sort of, you start off with like the template. It's made out of stainless steel. He did mention what type of steel it was, but I forgot him. And you put it in a forge and you smash it and you sharpen it. Named it.
Did you?
You know,
I didn't actually name it.
I was like, what did you name it?
Tried to think of a cool name straight off
off
top.
the top of your head.
Nothing came.
I called it
Knifey.
No, yeah.
Mr. Knifey.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Choppy.
it's good. It's a Viking knife. It's a hunting knife. Doesn't have a handle. Didn't have time to do a handle in the same day. But
you've got the tang.
The tang is bent round, so
you just grip it as blood.
I can wrap it. I can wrap it with some guy rope, which the guy recommended. But
That's
it was
cool.
very fun. Very fun
Okay.
day.
I
Very
would
fun
like to
day
do
indeed.
that.
It was quite hot.
It'd be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Quite hot.
I think we have a
Yeah, a
hand.
couple of questions.
Anything about knives?
No.
Not interested.
Good story, Beard.
James Mower, if when you lot all play Necromunda, is anyone eyeballing any specific gangs?
We said not Warhammer.
I'm sorry. I
James.
said
Necromunda.
them.
I quite
Warhammer
like
presents Necromunda.
For the purely for the Judge Dredd vibes, the Enforcers look quite fun.
They're pretty cool. Yeah.
cool.
What
I
are they
reckon you
called?
could-
The
Palatine Enforcers or
Arbites?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Adeptus
Yeah,
Arbites?
your Adeptus Arbites, yeah.
Police
What would you
force.
go
Like
Beard?
this.
Oh yeah, they're pretty cool. Those
Yeah.
dudes.
Would
Is
you
that the
go-
one where they have the brain in the jar? The dude with the massive head that's being
Oh,
pumped
that
full
one's
of.
cool.
No,
like-
that's the Arbites. They've
That's
got
the
their
Arbites,
like
yeah.
Judge Dredd masks. I think I'd go Redemptionists.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
What's that? Is it House Delac have all of the cows and stuff?
They're
don't they?
these guys.
No, they're the ones with the long trench coats.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
right.
with all the goggles and
100%.
stuff.
Yeah,
I really
they're
like
really
them.
long, and they've got their like knives and long guns and
They
stuff.
remind me of the film Dark City, which is like back in the day. Do
Yeah.
you remember Dark? You've
Wasn't
probably
Kiefer
not seen it,
Sutherland
have
in
you?
that?
Oh, you've not seen it.
Kiefer Sutherland in there?
Anyway, amazing film, absolutely amazing film. One of the films that inspired the first Matrix, actually, and probably things like Inception and loads of different things. Anyway, yes.
The new Necromunda characters that keep coming out every week are
Oh,
just
wicked.
Yeah, that
Incredible.
range. And the terrain is so good.
So good.
It must
The
be so
terrain
fun to
is
design
so
these.
good in Necromunda.
I'd love to know if there's any Necromunda designers in the chat. I'd love to know like what the spec was for that, because they must just say do whatever you want, because they're so far removed from what Games Workshop normally do.
Yeah.
It's like the one the other day. There's a servo skull harvesting
Like a corpse.
some poor corpse.
it's
His
brilliant.
brains have literally been blown out the back of his head. He's got an arm off.
It's actually really grim dark.
It's-
The whole
Yeah, it's
Necromunda range is
amazing.
really
It's proper savage.
I really, really like it.
But they are wearing, the guys are wearing medical gloves so they don't get messy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
Messy work.
Sorry, carry on.
Another question, Robin Blackwell, cast of players?
Yes, that is 100% happening in the new studio. That's the writing for it is
Plans have been set.
basically already underway / done. Most people have been thinking about characters, or if not, are aware
Yes.
that they need to.
draft.
So yeah,
I've killed two of my make-believe characters already.
it's actually going to come back in a big way with a revamped format. Which I'm really excited about. It will actually have a weekly release rate. So yeah, watch this space. It's definitely coming back.
T. Jeezy's, how's the Space Wolves army coming along?
Jeezy's.
So actually, yeah, it is coming along. So I actually own a lot of the models now, and some conversion
Version
work
bits.
has already begun, because we are specifically doing the 13th company, which for those of you that don't know, the company that went off with Lehman Russ into the warp 10,000 years ago. Well, maybe they are going to come back. We thought that would be a really, really cool bit of fluff to have. And they were actually originally released, Wolfen were originally the 13th company, and they were released in Codex Eye of Terror, which is like 3.5 edition. So for you veteran 40k players, you know what I'm talking about. Our army's themed around that. It's going to be really, really cool. And I've even managed to get hold of the original 13th company transfer sheets from Games Workshop. And I had to find 10, scouring eBay. So the whole army's ready to, for Fletcher to be putting that paint on after the
Fletcher's so
building's
excited to
finished,
paint
of
that.
He is. He's going to be the one that wants to run it primarily. I know you're interested too in the old Space Force.
Hell yeah.
I get the Space Wolves around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Yes.
We have a non-Warhammer question.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Darth Cinema, what board game is a must-play for you? Currently doing Disney Villainous and would highly recommend it for you all. You get to choose one of 20 different villains.
Oh, that sounds
cool.
fun.
Sounds
Thank
fun.
you for all of the
Thanks for the
super chats.
recommendation.
Darth
thanks.
Cinema.
Cinema.
Darth Cinema.
Board game.
The
Board game.
Board game.
I've always wanted to give Zombicide a go.
Yeah.
This was very fun.
That looks like fun.
Oh my god, what's the one I played recently? Come back to me, please.
I've recently bought
I feel like
Alien, the board game.
Oh, yeah,
So I'm
okay.
really
Alien, the
excited
board
to
game.
try that, because
Yeah,
you get
okay.
little minis you can paint as well. So
Yeah,
that's
that's cool.
propaganda.
There's a Dark Souls board game that I would very
Yes.
much
Ooh.
like to try.
There's an Elden Ring board game.
There is an Elden Ring board game.
Oh!
And Bloodborne.
It's just been funded, on Kickstarter
No.
by Steamforge Games.
What's the one with the really big, really creepy monsters in? Where you die a lot.
Oh,
When
like
you
the
die, you're
Creature
dead.
Caster one. What's it called?
It's like a pseudo RPG. It's not really narrative driven, but like
I do know what you mean.
you sort of build up like a settlement and you level up your character, but when you're dead, you're dead. The model range is amazing. Someone, you know what I'm talking about. Someone, please, you don't have to super chat it. Just put it in the normal chat. Please tell me what it is. Classic game, Legend of Zagor. You ever play Legend of Zagor?
No, I'm not sure I
pretty
heard of
sure
it.
that's an Ian.
Chef's in the chat. Kingdom Death.
Kingdom Death! Thanks, Chef.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. Legend of Zagor, I believe, was written by Ian Livingstone. I believe.
Okay.
Ooh.
And you'd have like there'd be like 4 islands, and you'd have tiles, but all the tiles were molded into the islands. But then you'd have cards, so it'd be random, like what you drop on. You have like a barbarian or a wizard or whatever.
Okay.
But when you went round on the tiles, you'd press a button on the final island, and it was like a voice activated thing. So when you did battles, you'd have like this really terrible sounding sound card, which would do stuff.
It sounds amazing.
It's
I would have
really
loved
fun.
it. I never played it.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
And then at the end, you fight Zagor, who's like the arch wizard.
The big baddie.
It's sick. It's a really good game.
Okay, board game for me. I mean, the biggest board game which I absolutely loved as a kid was Hero Quest. I like board games in general. I mean, that should probably be obvious. But what I really want to do is I would actually love to do it on the channel. I'd be interested to see if anyone was interested in watching a Hero Quest campaign played through, because it's obviously all re-released now via Avalon Hill.
How long would a campaign take? It's like an ongoing thing.
Well, they have like missions, but they're all different quests.
Yeah.
And I think the first one had like 12 in the main box set, but they've got both of the expansions also redone. So I'm considering getting them, and then we can paint them all up beautifully, and you could just play through.
I'd be
I like
fun.
fun
Very
series.
cool.
I like to quest.
Yeah,
I like to do hero quests. Yes.
The expansion has a couple of new characters as well, like a bard and stuff like that.
James, it's you.
It's me.
Hey.
The end.
Yes, that's board
I have actually asked the chat to send us board game recommendations, because I
Okay.
feel like we're all needing a bit of a board game time.
We are all in need a bit of a board game time.
Yeah.
Cordial 001 has asked, so kill team?
Watch this space.
Yeah, it's always the same answer. It's watch the
I mean,
space. Yeah.
Stand by for something.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
very far away.
No.
No.
Please.
No. We do have some other types of games coming very shortly.
Yeah. It's,
Shortly, is it Votan?
No.
Because they're short. James, they're short.
yeah. They're short.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. I feel
Terrible joke.
I wanted to do Kill Team for a while, but something might scratch that itch soon.
I'd really like to do Necromunda at some point.
I would like to do
Yeah.
Necromunda too.
If
Yeah.
only there was a game that didn't have another rule set to learn.
Yes.
That'd be good,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
It would.
I would.
Yeah, if only.
Another
Corzo
question?
has said a Hero Quest series would be a great watch.
Yes, it
Yeah.
would.
Yes.
I think it would be a lot of
What
fun.
character would you be?
I don't mind.
Oh, come on.
I
You
wouldn't
wanna
mind
be a
being
barbarian,
the
no?
GM. Oh, obviously, I'd love to be a barbarian. But I wouldn't mind GMing it.
That'd be cool.
You wouldn't mind GMing
You have a GM in Hero Quest? I never played Hero
Yeah,
Quest.
because you can play with 2 players, one being the GM. He basically controls, or she controls all of the monsters.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's really cool. I'm assuming the rules are the same. It's not changed. So that's an assumption, but yeah.
I want to play D&D now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really miss it.
Yeah. Another question.
A couple, actually. Robin Blackwell, I know there are some Elden... Oh, wait, the chat is scrolling by. I know there are some Elden Ring fans amongst you. Have you seen the Elden Ring board game that just went on Kickstarter?
I thought it was about to say this in the
Spicy
DLC
I was
trailer.
like, yeah.
So you two are like absolute savages.
I
talk about it every
love.
morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they talk about it every morning.
You thrust me into the world quite
Yeah,
aggressively.
I came to this land talking of From Software, and now I feel I've corrupted you. You joined me.
really have.
Yeah.
You also recommended it to me.
And you were less impressed.
I was less impressed. No, I'll clarify this as I loved the look of it, and I loved building the character to begin with. I
Bit hard, isn't
really didn't like the sort of the grinding nature of it, where you basically have to constantly kill things, and then you'd rest and they'd come back and you'd kill them to level up. Purely because I just don't have the time
That is
to
true.
do that. I want the story to be more given to me. So basically I'm on God of War Ragnarok at the minute.
But what would you think of the new Elden Ring board game?
I expect that I would love it.
Yeah.
I expect
What
I
if
would
you
love
need
it.
to grind and kill all the things?
Well, I don't think a board game would quite work.
I
It would be boring if you did.
I do think when you die, the stuff comes back. A la Souls in the
Does
board
it
game.
really?
Yeah, if you have the dungeon,
Okay.
if you then rest, I think it's a similar principle. Then all the mobs come back.
Oh,
I'll
gross.
have to give it a go.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd probably love the board game, and I actually do like Elden Ring. I just need more time to be able to focus on playing that. That's one of those time warp
do Blood Bomb. Little
games.
cheeky mum.
Carl Winter has said, got to go, another few quid towards takeaway. Looking forward to bringing my Imperial Knights to your new space. Bye!
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good stuff.
Yeah. Oh, people are gonna come and play games. It'd be good.
I know, it's cool.
Exciting.
Go with your knights. Be well.
Yes.
I was trying to do something more nightly. I sort of told him to
Go
go away.
questing.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Godspeed and all that. Yeah.
James Mower, who asked the Necromunda, I believe it was the Necromunda question earlier, to repent for asking another Warhammer question earlier. What video game is everyone playing? Board game recommendation, Dungeon Mayhem. Quick and fun.
Ooh.
Mayhem. Okay.
Dungeon game.
Well, you are still playing Elden Ring at the minute, aren't you? You've sort of completed it.
I started playing Dark Souls 3 because you've ruined me. But I'm also playing the DLC for Final Fantasy VII Remake,
Nice.
which is intermission,
Nice.
which is very good because then it adds to the aerial combat that the original one was lacking somewhat.
Which is-
But Final Fantasy VII, the original, is my favourite game of all time.
Yeah.
And
Very
Final Fantasy VII Remake is
It's brilliant.
so good.
Yeah.
You can't compare it to the original.
It's a very different
Because
beast.
back then, everything was very different.
Exactly.
You didn't have the internet, you just play it by yourself, and then you go and speak to someone in real life, and then talk about your experiences in real life and not online. So you can't really compare the
Can't
two.
do it the same.
No. And I thought it was actually done really well enough that if you've played through the original multiple times like me, that it was new
It's very
and exciting,
new, yeah.
and they've added a lot of extra story, and
It's
they really
really
They broke it into multiple
fleshed it
games,
out.
haven't they, as well?
yes.
They broke it into multiple
Yes.
games
Yeah.
now, didn't they?
Yes.
Yeah,
they have,
the next one is due winter of next year, apparently. And I'm
long
waiting
to
for
wait.
another trailer.
I'm playing Alan Wake
Ooh.
Remastered, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Apparently,
Yeah,
the original, the gameplay, the action was quite clunky. In the remastered
Still great,
version, I've not found any issues with the combat at all. I thought it was really good. Story's brilliant. And then I've got God of War Ragnarok, and I've also pre-ordered Callisto Protocol.
That looks like an
it does look
incredible
good.
game.
It looks so good, but I will not be able to play it.
I love
this.
RPG horror games, story, really action games, all of it. And then when Dead Space drops, the Dead Space remake, I'll be all over that. Plasma cutters ready. Maybe I can dual wield this time.
Ooh! Pew, 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 pew. That'd be very cool.
Are you still Elden Ringing?
I'm on my third playthrough, yes.
Savage.
Because I'm a wrong'un!
What are you playing? Lego?
I essentially I either play Lego games or I've been playing for like the past 6 months Diablo 3 because I'm trying to max my Paragon level.
Oh, nice.
That's all I care about. As soon as I get it, I'm never going to play it ever again.
Put it straight in the bin, set the bin on fire.
I've
never
completed
existed.
it now. Done.
Yeah, nice.
Moving on though, Matt Hoffman has asked.
Matt Hoffman?
Matt Hoffman.
The championship BMXer?
Really?
Sick, yeah, Matt Hoffman.
If that is you, man.
It was like Tony Hawk's era,
he
but
was-
BMX.
Are you the
BMX.
Matt Hoffman?
Are you? Let us know.
I bet he loves that question.
But he's asked, do you have any 30k plans? If so, which legion? Thank you for being awesome.
Which
Shall I-
legion?
Shall I take this one? Oh. Well, Blood Angels.
No,
What?
you can't use
Get-
Blood
get-
Angels.
stop
I'm doing
it.
Blood Angels.
Okay.
You would do as well.
All right.
No!
I'll take Space Wolves.
What are you
because
talking about? You take Iron Warriors. What are you
I've
talking
already
about?
got Iron Warriors.
You can't change Legion.
not?
You can't.
already got-
It's heresy.
I've got a 30k
You're like
army.
a double heretic now.
Why?
Wow.
Gone full circle, come back round.
Iron Warriors is so
My whole
obvious.
world has been destroyed.
so
Blood
obvious.
Angels.
I thought you were going to do Dark Angels.
Oh, hang on.
No.
I'm doing Dark Angels, James. He can't take it.
I really like the Dark Angels. I really like them in the Heresy, but I would obviously run the Blood Angels.
Yeah, that's fair.
Where are you going? Come back.
Starting off my new tank.
Okay.
New tank. Talking of 30k.
Oh, you can talk everything.
Dark Angels.
Yes.
What would you do?
Probably- If Dark Angels, then probably Blood Angels.
You can't do Blood Angels.
He's
I
doing
do
Blood
it.
Angels.
All the others are pants.
Thank you so much for the super chats. It's been so nice of you to give us the super chats and to have a lovely time talking. I'm gonna go away now. Bye bye.
Bye, Mr. Tank.
See you later, James. It's lovely to see you again.
Good seeing you again.
Bye, Lawrence.
Are we still on?
See you soon.
Are we still on for Tuesday, Mr. Tank?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. I'll see you there.
I'll never miss a day at trampoline club.
I don't know why they're like this either.
Nice to hear from Mr. Spartan, wasn't it?
Other
questions.
Hang on, we didn't finish the last one.
No, we did.
But, oh yeah, will we be doing heresy?
Do Iron Warriors.
Yes.
No, it's your hobby. You do whatever you want.
thank
I was
you.
just stunned. You
Bloody
think... Well, okay.
Pull it together, have a
I'll do heresy.
10,000 point army.
I think, I would like to think so in the future, but there are so many other things that have taken sort of priority, like the Sigma and obviously 40k, and potentially some other things that are coming up. There's no immediate plan to do so, so it'd be sort of disingenuous to say, yes, we're going to be doing it really soon. Maybe towards the end of next year, we might get something done. Fletcher, for example, is really ploughing through his own personal Sons of Horus army. So we do technically have access to one army. We'd only then need another, and then we could, in theory, have some guests in. Also, I'm not ruling out, depending on how popular Heresy gets or is continuing to get, that we could run Heresy events in the future as well
that'd
in
be
our
cool.
venue. So, I'm watching it very closely. To be honest, I'm kind of curious to see how many people are interested in it. Because if lots of you are playing it and interested in it, then that will prioritize it much more highly for us.
Yeah, and it's not a case of that we don't want to. Like,
No, it's just
like,
limited time to do
limited
everything,
time,
right?
and also because we'd have to have like a good variety to be able to do it and have like lots of content, and the time and cost is just massive.
Yeah.
And generally, like Heresy armies, you need quite a lot of options anyway. So
yeah, and then I saw just on that as well, because you talk about the time and cost. Like the cost to actually. I saw some comments online when we did the fundraiser, like £10,000 for an army is ridiculous. I'm like, and I get that on paper it is ridiculous. Well, first of all, that £10,000 wasn't entirely for the army, but for context, have a think about how much a 6,000 point, because you need 6,000 points for a battle report army for the variety, would cost just GW money. Because you don't get that for free. We buy everything, right? So you'd buy the 6,000 points worth of kits.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. Depending on the army, could even be £1,500 just for the kits.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. And then you have to pay a painter to paint it.
Yep.
And build
takes
it.
months.
Yeah, and build it.
Think about what you would want as a minimum salary over several months' work. And all of a sudden, you're looking at thousands upon thousands of pounds just to commission one army. So if we were to do that for Heresy armies, and we wanted at least 6 legions to begin.
Be about 30k, wouldn't it?
Hey.
I knew that. It's suddenly the cost racks up. You'd be shocked. You'd be shocked at how much all this stuff costs. Anyway, carry on.
We've had another board game recommendation.
Aha, what is it?
Casper has recommended Gloomhaven.
Oh, Gloomhaven's supposed to be
I've
very
heard
good.
of Gloomhaven. I've
of
heard
it.
good
Yeah, I've
things.
heard really good things about Gloomhaven.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm well up for that. Yeah.
Nick Barrel, hello from my igloo in Canada. Hope your day is all going well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello to
Having
Canada.
a pretty good day.
Hello.
Having a great time.
Igloo.
Yeah, igloo.
Yeah,
I like
they live in
it.
It's cold up there, isn't it?
Apparently, you can stay in. There are places which will basically recreate an igloo and allow you to stay in it.
And they're
What's the guy's
warm.
name?
Something
Barrel.
barrel.
Stay in Nick's igloo.
Next
Yeah.
igloo.
Yeah. Next time we're in Canada.
Thank you for the invite, Nick.
Thank you very much,
We'll all
kind
be
sir.
around soon.
Make sure there's hot chocolate.
Yes.
Stephen Neal, sorry, I could not read that for some reason. My brain's not
Yeah,
working today.
my nan in the room. Stephen, Jeffrey, Susan, Clive.
Stephen Neal, 23. I loved your league game against Spider Jinx. I just wanted to point out you guys haven't run clowns in a game since April.
Haven't ran.
The clowns.
Oh,
We not.
Oh yeah, I think me and Chef did a game, Grey Knights versus Harlequins, many weeks. and
I'll get
months
them back
ago.
on sharpish.
We'll get them on.
I thought Chef
April.
used Harlequins very recently. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
I think it has been a while.
He's basically he's been running the Harlequins almost exclusively. Really.
Yeah, none of the rest of us really play
okay.
them. And
We'll
he's
have to-
kind of
have to
stuck
give-
doing.
Maybe
Maybe
we
say
sing
next
about
time he plays
Harlequins
a
play.
game to use the Harlequins.
I should look at the clowns.
Also,
They are
thank
very
you
cool.
for saying you
Insane
loved our
clown
league game.
posse.
Huh?
Very nice. He also said that he loved our league game.
Good, I'm glad.
We enjoyed that game
We
actually
did,
quite a
yeah.
lot.
Why? What a bloodbath it was.
That was mad.
Having said
stressful.
that, though, do you know, I know why Harlequins are on my mind. So Chef was actually just talking to me the other day, and he's strongly considering using Harlequins in the next league. So in which case you'll get a load of them. It's currently split between Harlequins and Thousand Suns, but he said that he's leaning more towards Harlequins.
But we shall see.
Whatever reasons. So yeah.
We're almost up to date. Paul is bad at stuff has commented once again. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
You're very good at stuff. You're good at this.
Super chat.
Yeah,
great at
fantastic
this.
at super chats. Board game recommendation: Letters from Whitechapel. One player is Jack the Ripper and has to escape the other players who are the police. Really good.
Makes
That
sense.
sounds incredible.
Sounds very violent.
Yeah.
A bit scary for my
You
constitution
don't like
levels.
any horror
He's a
horror
delicate-
whatsoever,
I like
do you?
delicate.
I like horror stuff. I just
You just can't watch it or be near it.
it's the jumpy horror. The jumpy horror. Yeah.
You were okay with Event Horizon, the film, though, weren't
Event
you?
Horizon is an amazing film.
It's
Amazing.
all right.
Like when there's like levels of
18.
gore that are like beyond anything that you can really fathom.
Yeah.
It's more of an overwhelming
Yeah.
sensation
Yeah.
rather than like, oh, that's not very nice.
No.
I was like, wow, everyone's exploding. Yeah. That was a good film.
It's a very good film.
Yeah.
Don't watch Saving Private Ryan if you don't want to see scenes like that.
Back in the
Heartbreaking
day,
film.
when I was here part-time, I used to stay here once a week and we'd have very nice evenings because I'd
did
stay
too.
down, have sleepovers.
That's right.
And,
We had a boys' night in, basically.
Yeah, and we'd watch things.
We would.
We
yeah.
watched Forged in Fire.
That's right.
and
Absolutely
Curse of Oak Island.
premium show. Curse of Oak Island.
Yep.
Premium show. Premium show.
Yeah, you introduced me to Event Horizon.
Yep.
Highlander.
Highlander.
Oh,
yeah.
what film?
Just classics, you know. 80s classics. Well, obviously, Event Horizon's not 80s, but yeah, classics. Different time.
The end.
MCKT?
Almost caught up. James Mowat again. Okay, favourite game ever. Also, Dark Tide. Anyone?
Yeah, Dark Tide looks amazing,
Yeah,
right? You were just saying that yesterday.
Yeah,
it
it
does
looks
look really good. Also, Space Marine 2, the sequel, when that comes out, I'll be all over it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Space Marine's probably the best 40k computer game I've played. I will caveat that by saying I never managed to play Dawn of War because I didn't have a PC.
Yeah, I didn't do
Dawn
that
of War
either.
is incredible.
Yeah, I heard great.
Absolute
things.
Dark Tide
replayability.
looks really good. Like
Does look very
they've
good.
really nailed the aesthetic, I think.
Yeah,
and
it
all the
looks
characters
great.
look really fun.
Yeah.
I was watching a bit of a preview of them trying to bring down a beast of Nurgle, and it genuinely looked horrifying.
Yeah.
It's just coming at them, and they're like,
What's your favourite game ever? Well, yours is Final Fantasy VII, right?
The original.
And
yeah.
yours
game
is
ever. Oh,
The remake.
The Elden Ring, isn't it?
probably one of the Souls. Maybe Dark Souls 3. I also, Time Splitters 2, I think is one of the best games I've ever
Oh,
played.
classico. That's
Fantastic game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can answer that. I've got quite a few. Like
really
top
hard.
10 would be Dead Space, the original, Final Fantasy VII, The Last of Us,
Oh yeah, it's good.
God of War.
Halo 1's very good.
Never played Halo because I never had an Xbox.
Yeah.
First one's very good.
Yeah, so.
Ba, 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 ba.
Metal Gear. Any of the Metal
Oh,
Gear?
Metal Gear's good.
Yeah,
Metal Gear's
yeah,
good.
yeah. I've got quite a varied. Basically, if the story's
Oh, Fallout.
really good, then I love it.
I play Fallout.
The
Fallout
original
New
couple
Vegas.
of Resident Evils were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
they're
then
really
they went
good.
really
Yeah.
down the action path, and for me, it
They've
lost.
kind of brought it back round recently. They've gone more spookies.
I did play the one where he's in a town in Europe. Is that Resident
that's
Evil?
the
Oh,
most
8,
recent one.
the newest one, yeah.
Is that the newest one?
With giant vampire
with
lady.
that's
Lady
right.
Dimitrescu.
That's the one.
Yes.
Big
It started off quite good, and then, to be honest, it just went a bit cheesy action horror for me.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing it, and that's rare that I stopped playing a game.
Shocker.
Yeah. There we go.
Right, I'm going to say we have 7 minutes left for us, although I know the stream is a little bit delayed. There are some more super chats to go through, but for the chat, get your super chats in now. This is kind of one of the pre-last calls of get it in
Your
to make
final
sure.
warning.
Get it
Only
in
ring the bell at the
before
pub
we
before
Release the
say
balloons.
bye. But with that, James Ellis has asked, shall I bring my quins back on?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's a good shout.
James.
Yeah.
Great shout.
Yes.
Shoot us
also,
a-
Have your people talk to our people? Figure it out.
You messaged me about having a coffee next week. Yes, I don't know yet. That's why I haven't replied.
Doing it live.
Next Tuesday, I think.
He
but,
doesn't,
I will
he
get
doesn't
back to-
organise his schedule. We all know this.
No, yeah. But yeah, that would be really cool for you to bring your Harlequins.
Yeah, that'd be
back on.
awesome.
Yeah.
James Percival, how is the new hobby space in the new place? Just wondering if you'll be able to film something from there. Thanks for the great content.
Well,
Wow.
yes, you will be able to. We've got, it's going to be pretty amazing. There's a very large hobby studio, which will be also Fletcher's sort of paint studio and space.
House.
Plus,
He's tied in now.
house, yeah. It's going to be set up for filming, so we can do a variety of different content from there, including a lot more content from Fletcher individually regarding painting tutorials and general hobby stuff. But we'll also be able to film downstairs in the event venue, which will make a great backdrop for all sorts of videos. So yes, is the answer to that question.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
Casper has asked, have you seen the Warhammer Plus animated shows? What did you think and any favourites?
Angels of Death.
Yeah, Angels of Death.
I know we all really enjoyed Angels of Death. I loved
That's my
the
favourite so
Exodite.
far.
The only thing I had with the Exodite is I needed more of it.
Yeah.
It was
only
a
like-
stunning animation.
I sort of feel like that with all of the Warhammer Plus
Yeah.
animations. Like they're all short, and I want more.
Yeah.
you
They've
know?
re-released Angels of Death as a whole film.
Yeah.
now,
Yes.
though,
Which
Yeah.
I think makes more
which
sense.
fits a bit better. It's in black and white plus red, and it being all Blood Angels. I was like,
Yeah,
give.
There were some moments that broke my heart. I was very upset.
I was an id fan of it. That was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Where's my Iron Warriors show?
You don't
They've
get
shown
one.
Oh,
one,
yeah.
they've shown one
One face.
screenshot.
Coming soon.
I could have done
Yeah.
that
TM.
with my men over there, my own boys.
Yeah,
Well,
you could
then-
have voiced it
Is
using
that
your
I'll
language.
Make a show.
Is
Make
Mr.
a stop
Spartan
animation
Stop
show.
motion Iron Warriors show.
Is Mr. Spartan the lead in the Iron Warriors?
Yes.
Fun?
Mr. Captain Tank, what was his name? I'm meeting him for Trampoline
Mr.
Club next
Spartan.
week. I can't believe I've forgotten his name. How
Yeah,
embarrassing.
yeah, it's a bit awkward.
Sorry, Mr. Spartan.
Yeah. That's okay, man.
Oh, thanks.
Like a bad mime, isn't it?
We do miss our trampoline. I do love
Look at
her.
my ventriloquist
I do
act.
love my Trampoline Club.
Yeah.
Right,
blue
James
belt.
Watson. I'm moving on now. I've got a copy of the Dark Souls board game if you want it, and yes, this is James, your estimator.
Oh, hey James, how are you?
Oh, dude!
So,
Yes,
so
hello.
this is James for the contractors that we're
Yeah.
working with.
Right.
You've got a
man.
copy
Lord
of Dark
Gadget.
How are you?
You've got a copy of Dark Souls.
Board
Board
game.
game.
Yes,
pretty
please.
cool.
Now, is it Steamforged Games that did that as well? And I think 'cause they're also
Quite
doing
possible.
Elden Ring.
I think so. I think it's all the one person has done, one group, company, that's the word, has done all the Souls board games, I think.
I'd love to know the
Wish I'd
quality
done
of the
Elden Ring.
miniatures in there.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of
I think
they're
they're
Simon levels.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Well, if it's anything like the Elden Ring ones look very, very detailed. They,
Yeah.
they do look very good.
Yeah.
So
But you know how they're like renders? You know, often these are like renders. I'd love to see what the miniatures are like in
The
actual
minis
hand.
aren't bad. For,
I
know-
asked that. I'm sure they're good. I'm not saying the quality's going to be bad, but just for like from a painting perspective, when you get it really up close, is the
I guess
detail
there's also a
still
thing
there?
of like in video games you can have someone with a hammer that's like the size of them, but
Yeah.
on a miniature it does tend to go because plastic be
A little
plastic. Yeah.
So, in reference to our favourite video game question, Peter Collington has commented, would you kindly?
Oh, great shout!
what?
Which
That's
say
very
that
good
again,
game.
Katie?
Would you kindly?
What's
Which
that?
is from Bioshock.
Which is from Bioshock.
That is
Oh,
a very
I
good
never
game.
played Bioshock.
Never played Bioshock. Oh, you
I
love it.
highly
Yeah.
recommend Bioshock.
Bioshock's
You did
amazing.
play it.
Yeah, I really, because it, I
Two, yeah. But the
I
first
never,
one.
yeah, okay, I do need to get on them. Apparently, Fallout's really good as well. I've
Fallout's
never played any
incredible.
of those.
Fallout New Vegas is very, very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Almost
Great
caught
shout.
up on the super chats. Robin Blackwell, again commenting, thank you very much.
Cheers, Robbie.
Thank you.
Off topic, seeing that Download Festival lineup, Metallica, Slipknot and Bring Me the Horizon headlining, debating if I'm too old for it all now.
You're never too
never
Never
too
too
old.
old, man.
Never
I
too
do.
Too old.
old.
We actually all went.
We
to
always
a
go
gig
see
quite
Thirst the other day.
recently.
did. We went
Yeah.
to see Coheed and
Coheed and
Cambria
Cambria,
Thrice at the
which-
Brixton O2. Not Brixton, that's right.
Bristol O2.
Bristol
Bristol
O2.
O2, yeah.
Yeah.
Good venue that.
It was very, very cool venue. It
good
is like
venue.
Brixton Academy, but like shrunk down.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It doesn't have the slant, but
And it's
a little raised it.
Yeah. Cool.
It's a wicked venue. Used to be called a Locarno, apparently. That's my Bristol knowledge,
Oh,
apparently.
that's good. And the lineup's very good. I
enjoyed
think Metallica are doing 2 nights.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Um,
They're doing the Thursday night as well, which normally doesn't have any music.
Yeah.
So if you want to go, do it, dude.
And if you haven't seen Slipknot live.
Yeah, if you haven't, yeah, that's incredible.
Never. Have you seen Slipknot live? Have you?
Yeah.
I've not.
Unfortunately, at Alexandra Palace, which is a terrible venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them at
It's sort of
Download.
like climbing Everest to then have really bad sound.
Ali Pali's.
Climbing Everest to go into like I don't know,
A very good
conservatory.
selection of food carts.
Yeah, that's very
So
true.
I'm sure I'm aging a bit here. I'm talking about like the conditions of the venue. Yeah. Nice place to lean. It's not too close to the front. I'm too old to mosh now, unfortunately. Yeah. No more.
Yeah, do it. Steph, treat yourself. Go download.
Yeah.
Why not? What could
you got
you
to lose?
possibly lose apart from your wallet?
And
Which is highly likely.
Yeah.
Or your dignity. That would also be a shame. Move on.
My partner Maxine went to download once and forgot to take a sleeping bag.
you don't need it.
She
Stay
just
awake for 4
slept
days.
It, put on all of her clothes and then tried to climb into the tent bag to keep warm.
Tent bag.
Yeah, the bag would she bought a tent, but not a sleeping bag.
But no sleeping bag.
You'll be right.
You'd be
You've seen
I
worse.
don't remember doing much sleeping in download, so we'll be fine.
Oh, well, that's it. We're caught
What's
up
up?
now.
Wonderful.
excellent.
That was a
It's
nice
2 o'clock.
time.
What a lovely
Thank you
chat.
very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, talked about Gantt charts, talked about toilets, talked about Necromunda, video games.
We got to
Trampoline
meet
club.
Mr. Spartan.
Fun?
We got to meet Mr.
Spartan.
Spartan.
Did,
Did,
yeah.
aren't we lucky?
Well, I'm very lucky.
And we're looking forward to your stop motion animation very soon.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can find it soon on Tabletop Plus, our new streaming service.
A couple of screenshots to keep you going for a couple of years.
You'll get something in the next few.
Just some weird art noir detective thriller of me looking for a catalog super glue.
Yeah,
Where is he?
yeah. Your partner in crime is no. You're
You have to
you're,
keep the moustache.
you're a detective.
It's called Three Necks.
You're a detective, and your partner's Mr. Spartan.
Yeah.
But he
Absolutely perfect.
Mr. Spartan, there's been a murder at the trampoline club. Oh no!
It was me. The
No,
whole
Mr.
time,
Spartan.
You didn't know. Bang!
Why? I trusted you.
He shoots you in the back with 4 las cannons.
Dead.
Sorry, 10 las cannons.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
That all in
about
the first episode?
Pardon?
Is that in the first episode?
No, it's 7 seasons long.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a long grind.
Well,
Sorry for any of you that wish to watch this show. It will never be made.
The whole episode.
you can look forward to that. Never.
So, okay, if that's it then, we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your super chats and questions. It's been lovely talking to you.
Really
As always.
Hopefully you feel like you've had a bit of an educated update on what's going on behind the scenes. Building has begun.
Yay! Release the balloons!
New armies are coming.
They are.
New potential games are coming.
Oh!
What?
Oh!
Very
All new
exciting indeed.
content.
So, for now, I've been Lawrence, Bud, Beard, and Jinx.
Bye. No, wait. Bye.
Bye!